be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he ends up taking a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
Just needs a crack to get a return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
And the Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He might want another play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So after the defense got them up with a quick bucket, a 2-0 lead, and they go to work. The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets them up with pretty good field position at the 32. Gain of 8 yards on the play is too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Sends it back in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed a chance to put up 3 points the last time they had it, and now to try to get us breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On first down, Nate Frazier. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead is now 5 here in the first.
And this one started out kind of bizarre, haven't it? Like you got the defense that put 2 on the board. Now the special teams adds 3. All we need next is the defense to score. And wait a minute. Hey, guys, are we in Iowa?
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Pryor. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The RPO, fire complete to the back. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Jones to throw. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did.
A shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for the big-time play. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
Got a man. It's Singleton.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. The run inside. It's Pryor. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Humphries. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the counter. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Here's a give to Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Might be changing the route. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Defense playing a bail technique. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Handoff for Frazier. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves.
And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Jones to throw. The short hands, it's Singleton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Wants to fire on second down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To the air on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. And tackled there by the defense.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Takes a handoff. It's Pryor. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Jones wants to throw it. A strike downfield. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Wants to go right back downfield. Complete out left to Wilson. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end.
Maybe some room here. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Running the red zone. It's Montgomery. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now they're going to throw it. Back's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. He makes a grab, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Gators. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is not what you want. Down 2, and to have a mistake like that, trying to do a little too much to make adjustments late in the clock. They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So they get the ball back, still clinging to this slim lead. Defense helped them out, holding them to a field goal, but man, do they need some momentum on offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Gets it out quickly. Shows him the stiff arm. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Grab behind the line. It's Wiley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. They just keep firing. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jones wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And wings it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Right on target this time. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. This quarterback part of their running game. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout on the field, and that's the second called by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Run inside. It's Pryor. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.